Canada's Navy is at a crossroads. The decisions made today will echo for generations, shaping not only the country's maritime security, but also its role on the global stage. Its 4 aging Victoria-class submarines, bought second-hand from the UK in 1998, are nearing retirement. These vessels, once considered a stopgap solution, have now become a critical vulnerability as they approach the end of their service lives. Only one is currently operational, highlighting a persistent problem that's crippled the Royal Canadian Navy's ability to train and patrol. The rest are sidelined by maintenance issues, leaving Canada's underwater fleet stretched dangerously thin. Submarines are vital for monitoring coastlines, gathering intelligence, and deterring threats. Without them, Canada's control over its vast waters is weakened. These silent sentinels are often the first line of defense, operating unseen beneath the waves. The government has launched the Canadian Patrol Submarine Project to find a replacement, but time is running out. Delays could leave a dangerous gap in Canada's maritime defenses, with adversaries watching closely. With the world's longest coastline and new threats emerging, Canada's need for modern, capable submarines has never been greater. From the Atlantic to the Pacific, and deep into the Arctic, these waters demand constant vigilance. The new fleet must operate in the Atlantic, Pacific, and increasingly accessible Arctic, each with unique challenges. Arctic operations in particular require advanced technology to navigate ice-choked waters in extreme conditions. The government recently narrowed the competition to 2 suppliers, moving the process from exploration to decision. The choice will shape Canada's naval capabilities for decades, influencing everything from industry partnerships to international alliances. A final choice is expected by year's end, but technical and political hurdles remain. Budget constraints, shifting priorities, and the complexity of submarine construction all threaten to slow progress. The stakes are high. A gap in submarine capability would leave Canada exposed for years. Such a lapse could undermine not only national security but also Canada's commitments to its allies. This isn't just about hardware, it's about adapting to a changing world and protecting national interests. The right decision will ensure Canada remains a capable, reliable partner in global security. The future of Canada's undersea defense depends on swift, decisive action. Every delay increases the risk, making it more urgent than ever to move forward. The next few months will shape the Navy for decades to come, determining whether Canada can meet the challenges of a rapidly evolving maritime world. The urgency for new submarines is rooted in the troubled legacy of the Victoria-class fleet. Acquired as a budget solution, these mothballed British subs were plagued by fires, floods, and technical failures from the start. Tragedy struck in 2004 when HMCS Chicoutimi caught fire, killing a sailor and injuring others. Rarely have all 4 subs been operational at once, crippling training and patrols. Maintenance costs have soared, draining resources from other priorities. The fleet spends more time in shipyards than at sea, fueling debate over the value of conventional submarines. The Victoria-class stands as a cautionary tale of rushed, underfunded procurement. The lesson: short-term bargains can lead to long-term headaches. Now, Canada aims to avoid past mistakes by seeking a reliable, sustainable fleet. The focus is on getting it right this time, for security, for the Navy, and for taxpayers. One of the leading contenders in Canada's submarine search is Germany's ThyssenKrupp Marine Systems, a company with a long history of building advanced naval vessels for some of the world's most capable fleets. Their offering, the Type 212 CD submarine, represents the latest evolution in diesel-electric submarine technology, blending proven engineering with cutting-edge innovation. Already in production for both Germany and Norway, the 212 CD is a proven advanced design that's been selected by NATO partners for its reliability and performance in demanding environments. If Canada chooses the 212 CD, it would join a select group of NATO allies operating the same class, opening the door to shared training, maintenance, and operational support, making joint missions and exercises far more seamless. The 212 CD's distinctive diamond-shaped hull and advanced air-independent propulsion system make it exceptionally stealthy, allowing it to remain submerged for weeks at a time, perfect for covert patrols and intelligence gathering in the vast Canadian maritime domain. ThyssenKrupp Marine Systems promises delivery by 2034 if a contract is signed soon, highlighting the reduced risk that comes from an active, well-established production line already building these submarines for other nations. Importantly, Canadian shipyards would play a significant role in the project, creating high-quality jobs, transferring technology, and delivering lasting industrial benefits to Canada's maritime sector. By operating the same class as Germany and Norway, Canada would strengthen its integration with NATO, streamline logistics, and ensure interoperability with key allies for decades to come. This offer is about more than just hardware. It's about deepening strategic partnerships, enhancing Canada's influence within NATO, and building long-term security relationships. For Canada, the Type 212 CD means access to proven technology, closer alliance synergy, and a lower-risk, faster path to a modern, capable submarine fleet ready for the challenges of tomorrow. The decision could reshape Canada's role in NATO for decades, positioning the country as a leader in undersea warfare and allied cooperation. The other major contender in Canada's submarine search is Hanwha Ocean of South Korea, presenting the KSS-3 submarine, a vessel that's quickly gaining international attention for its cutting-edge technology and formidable capabilities. Already in service with the Korean Navy, the KSS-3 stands out as one of the world's most advanced and heavily armed conventional submarines, designed to operate in some of the most challenging maritime environments. Its state-of-the-art vertical launch system enables it to fire land attack missiles, a feature that would give Canada a significant new offensive capability, one that could reshape the country's naval strategy for decades to come. Hanwha is promising delivery by 2032, 2 years ahead of the German timeline, a major draw for a navy facing a looming capability gap as its current submarines age out of service. The KSS-3 is not only large and long-range, but it also features advanced air-independent propulsion, allowing for extended submerged missions and greater stealth, key advantages in modern naval warfare. Its rapid production record, demonstrated by the swift assembly of previous submarines, inspires confidence that Hanwha can meet tight deadlines and deliver on its promises. Opting for Hanwha would also deepen Canada's ties with a key Indo-Pacific partner, supporting Ottawa's growing focus on the region and strengthening alliances in an increasingly contested part of the world. The decision isn't just about technology or timelines, it's about which alliances and regions Canada wants to prioritize as it redefines its role on the global stage. The KSS-3 offers speed, firepower, and a strategic pivot to the Pacific, positioning Canada to respond to new security challenges and opportunities. As Canada weighs its options, it must carefully consider not just the technical merits, but the broader strategic implications for its future fleet and its place in the world. The Arctic's growing importance is a driving force behind Canada's submarine project. Melting ice is opening new shipping routes and resources, drawing global attention and competition. Russia has ramped up its Arctic military presence, raising security stakes for Canada. New subs must operate under ice with hardened hulls and reliable navigation in harsh remote conditions. Air-independent propulsion is essential for covert, weeks-long Arctic patrols. Submarines are key to asserting sovereignty and monitoring activity in Canada's far north. The chosen design must handle the Atlantic, Pacific, and Arctic, demanding versatility and endurance. Both finalists are being judged on their ability to meet these unique challenges. The Arctic is no longer remote, it's a new frontier Canada must defend. The submarine project is one of Canada's largest ever military investments, with costs estimated in the tens of billions. Past defense projects have suffered overruns, fueling public and political scrutiny. The government must justify this spending by linking it to national security and economic benefits. Industrial partnerships are required. Whichever company wins must invest in Canadian jobs and technology. The project's success depends on transparency, accountability, and clear communication with taxpayers. Economic benefits will be touted, but cost control is critical to avoid repeating past mistakes. The stakes: a modern fleet, a stronger economy, and public trust. The government must deliver on all fronts to keep the project afloat. Canada's submarine purchase is partly a response to NATO pressure to spend 2% of GDP on defense. The project signals commitment to collective security and boosts Canada's standing with allies. But buying subs alone won't solve the spending gap. Sustained investment across the military is needed. There's a risk the sub project could squeeze other defense priorities if not managed carefully. A modern fleet would enhance Canada's value in NATO, especially in the North Atlantic. The investment is about more than defense, it's about influence and credibility on the world stage. Balancing flagship projects with overall military health is the challenge ahead. The submarine decision will shape Canada's role in NATO for years to come. A persistent rumor claims the US offered Canada submarines, but this is simply false. No credible evidence supports the story of a rejected $20 billion US sub deal. The US Navy only builds nuclear subs, not the conventional type Canada seeks. Canada dismissed nuclear options early due to cost and complexity. Confusion may stem from the AUKUS Pact, which involves nuclear subs for Australia, not Canada. The US is not a bidder in Canada's submarine project. The real competition is between Germany's TKMS and South Korea's Hanwha. While the US remains a key ally, it's not part of this procurement. Separating fact from fiction is crucial as Canada makes its choice. The focus is on two real, compelling bids. No American offer is on the table. The decision Canada makes by year's end will define its navy and strategic posture for decades. The choice between Germany's 212 CD and South Korea's KSS-3 is about more than specs. It's about alliances, industry, and national security. The right choice could revitalize the Navy and boost the economy. The wrong one risks repeating past failures. Lessons from the Victoria-class must guide a transparent, well-managed process. The new fleet will give Canada options monitoring the Arctic, supporting NATO, and engaging in the Pacific. These submarines will signal Canada's commitment to defending its interests and supporting allies. The stakes are high, the world is watching. The government must navigate complexity and deliver a credible, effective undersea capability. The next chapter of Canada's naval story is about to be written. The future beneath the waves depends on the choice made now.